Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream. All right, today we got a restock on Ascended Heroes, but that was about it. Let's see, today's title shall be... okay. New season, let's see. New gym break season begins. All right, new gym break season begins. Hot new Nidoking break. And what else? What's the fastest selling product? What is the fastest selling product today? I want to say the live customs. Live customs on fire. All right. People like buying live customs right now. They've been selling really rapidly lately. We're jumping in here. Let's go ping the Discord server. What's up, guys? We're going live for Thursday day. All right, there it is. And let's jump over here. There we are. All right, and now we could post it in Instagram if we wanted. Should we post it in Instagram, you think? I think we should. Let's grab this. Live right now. Let's see. We're gonna hit post. We're gonna hit posty. Good. All right. So we've posted that in Instagram. That's one of the things we do now because Instagram is getting us the views, not YouTube. YouTube is not giving us very many views for our shorts. And Instagram's giving us like 500,000. I looked up the last 30 days, about 500,000 views on Instagram. I don't know what we got on YouTube. I'll tell you right now. Let's see what we got on YouTube in the last 30 days. You ready? It's probably gonna be like 300,000 or something. Let's go to content, analytics. We got 355,000. That is a pretty large fall from what we would normally get. We would normally get about 500,000. So YouTube's been declining. Instagram's been exploding. Very interesting. It's interesting because it's the same content. So we post the same content to YouTube that we post to Instagram, and it's just doing really well on Instagram. So that's really fascinating to watch. Maybe we need to find a way to make long-form content for YouTube. I don't know what that would look like. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we'll grab this. You know, there's got to be a solution. Oh, wait a second. We don't want this. We want this bad boy. Let's get the comment section open. We'll close this. All right. What's up, guys? Hello. Hola, Senor Cartas. Hey, what's up, man? Clicking on this. And we are pulling this up. There we go. Wowie zowie. Probably because it's a lot easier to scroll Instagram Reels than it is YouTube Shorts. Yeah, in fact, if you think about it, Instagram is pretty much only Shorts. That's all it is. It's like another TikTok. And, you know, lately I've been using... Ooh, let's see. Hold on, I got an important email. Okay, I want to mark this unread. It's the real estate agent. She's going to do comps on the rental home. Delete this. I'm going to delete this. All right. Your college school debt is due. Beckett Grading says verification complete. Ooh, okay, good. So some step in the Beckett Grading is done. Wonder whose card that is. It's probably Sarah Dusenberry's card. Let's see. Eric Lay says, I made a purchase for the Shining Tyranitar slab break, but I'm not sure if I was included in it. All right, Mr. Eric Lay, let's go ahead and resolve this for him. Oh, it's right here. Looks like he wasn't. All right, let's take a look at his order. $40 credit card. It looks like it would have come through the website. So let me go over here, Mr. Eric. I'm ready to open my pocketbook, mister. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Jeff's kind of pushing for a waifu break. It sounds good, Mr. Jeff. I'm scared if we can't get enough people into it, because the truth is we have hosted a couple girl breaks in the past, and they always get stuck really bad. Now, we've never hosted the absolute most popular characters, so that's maybe all that was needed. But, you know, when I think about the number of people who open up like Weiss product on the channel, it's maybe about 4 to 5 guys. So if we can't host a break that's 4 to 5 spots large, it could struggle. Like maybe we would get 6 in there. Maybe we would get a couple other big buyers in there just because they love breaks. There's some people who love breaks no matter what it is. But I'm worried it could get stuck if it's like an $800 item. Well, that'll be like a 1 in 20 plus. If I actually bought it for $800, well, then there has to be a profit margin in there, like maybe 25% or something, or 20%. So there has to be a profit margin, there has to be taxes, and there has to be processing fees. So all those have to be accounted for, right? In the end, if it's a 20 spot, it could come out closer to like a 28 spot. So 1 in 28 for an $800 card, that could just be stuck on the table for a long time. So those are my thoughts on that. I'm completely open-minded to it. Like, if you were to ask me, am I open-minded to making money? I definitely am. This is business. We got to make some money. So, you know, we got to be able to pay Mr. Mike's side. We got to be able to pay Miss Alexis. We want to keep those two people busy. $40 for the Tyranitar break. All right, I see it, Mr. Eric. Eric, I'm tossing you. Oh, wait. Oh, he was spot number 10. How did I not see that? Hey, what's up, Jamie? Did you end up getting that package? Is the package all good yet? Let's see. Here it is. Let me reply by taking a photo for him. Oops. I replied with nothing. I didn't mean to do that. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to respond. I sent him an empty reply. What a goof. All right. So, let me explain to him what it was. Hey, Eric, since you sent in $40, that goes toward the sublist for the mega break. Sublists are 10 spots long and give you a chance for a mega break booster, which costs $400. You almost won, in fact. You were only off by 1 spot. All right, so he should have everything he needs now. I'm ready to open my pocketbook, but none like this law. I'm sorry, we're hello from Spain. Now, what could happen if we host a really good Weiss Schwartz break? What could happen is we could end up running into new people. Let me get the website up, guys. What could happen is people are made aware of our cool Weiss Schwartz break, and they go, hey, that kind of makes sense to get into that break because it's a direct shot at the card I want rather than a random shot at maybe the right card if I open up a case of, you know, like you get RNG if you open up a case of Weiss Schwartz. You get RNG if you open one of my breaks. But the difference is you go directly toward the card you want here. Like there's definitely a Charizard in these booster packs. If you get like a booster box of 151, you don't know if Charizard's going to be in there. Maybe it's Blastoise. Like you'll probably get something, but there's a fair chance it's Blastoise or Alakazam or the Tri-Birds, whatever it is. So that's what's so good about the breaks. If you guys have never sat down and done the math, mathematically, dollar per dollar, you're going straight toward the card you want, and it's already graded 10. So it's weirdly mathematically superior to opening booster packs. Not that you never get lucky with the booster packs. Like, think about Sarah Dusenberry. She pulled Mega Charizard and 2 other SIRs out of that jumbo pack break. But you know how often that happens? That has happened once in 7 years, that exact pull. That exact triple SIR pull. So it just doesn't happen. Whereas this Charizard's being handed out once every 36 purchases. That's pretty frequent. That's like crazy frequent, actually. You know how often people have bought 2 151 packs from me? A ton. No Charizard has been pulled. When this goes off, boom, somebody's definitely getting one, and he's already a 10. It's amazing. It's actually really cool. So that's what's so great about the breaks. And so Mr. Jeff is interested in maybe hosting a Weiss Schwartz break. I just need to feel confident that it's not going to become trapped on the table. That's the only holdback, that it gets trapped. Luffy moving fast. Yes, Luffy's very good. Here he is, Luffy. He's 6 out of 12, okay? Give me a second. I'm going to do something. All right. So let me do this thing on Discord. All right. We're going to go. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, I got to scroll up maybe. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Oh, that's not what I want either. Oh, it's over here. Okay, I found it. One of the things we have to do, we have to give Mr. Sergio a special role in Discord. All right. Good. And let me grab this. All right. There you go. All right. I think there's a big missed opportunity to make some Luffy cards out of rubber. Bandai should hire me for real. Surge is undefeated. Yes, Surge, he won the 90-day Gym Breaks tournament. Now we're on to a brand new round. What that means, you all have brand new scorecards. Everybody's scorecard has been reset to 0. And when it comes to Gym Breaks, if you ever see something you want on the table turn into a Gym Break, just ask, okay? Occasionally, we have our own Gym Breaks that are running independently. So like this. Here's one. You can jump into this. That's actually a great way to jumpstart your score, because somebody's going to get 3 wins out of this because it's a 1 in 4. And then here's a Disney Blau as well, which you really ought to try this, guys. It's only 20 bucks. It's a lot of fun. There's some good cards in this set. Okay. I think Toy Story is actually in Disney Blau, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100% sure. All right. Your payment is due tomorrow. All right, there you go. The messages to Eric updated. I sent like 4 messages. Let me click begin. Here's Ivan Rodriguez, PSA 9 on the PSA 9 Mew on the table, sent from Discord. All right, so there's a Mew on the table, Mr. Ivan. Ivan, I found your slabs in a side box. I'm not sure if you had told us to ship those or not. My brain says that I think that you had. So from my perspective, it almost looked like Miss Alexis didn't ship them last time you asked for shipping. I'm not sure if any of that is accurate or if I'm just remembering it wrong. But so basically it comes down to this. I've gone ahead, I printed you a fresh label for free, and all your current slabs are going to ship out, okay? So I found some slabs downstairs while we were looking for Mr. Alex Garcia. By the way, I believe we have located Alex Garcia's missing Sylveon. It's in a picture. It is. It's in a picture for Miss Alexandra's cards. She gets private pictures in Discord. That's something you can purchase. It's a private Discord channel. And she noticed that there was a Master Ball Sylveon in her pictures that she said looks a lot like his. So we think that that's probably his now. Now the only problem is I still can't find it, which is probably explaining, you know, why it was not in the AL box. So my suspicion is Miss Alexis might have a box where we're storing some Alexandra slabs to the side. So I need to find that box. I think that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure it's what's going on. I haven't asked her yet. Did you pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, I don't have thousands of dollars, so I can't afford it at the moment. You guys ready to pay out the wazoo for Grand Theft Auto? Apparently, you have to pay $80 for the base game. Is that right? And then after you're done paying $80 for the base game, you then go on to pay like a subscription model fee. Is that right? For the live service. Is that right? That's definitely not going to be popular. I mean, people are going to pay it, but it's probably not going to be the most loved thing. They want your money, man. They say, you better pay up. Listen, when I heard it was $80, I was like, who cares? You get to play the game for thousands of hours. I didn't know it was $80 plus a subscription. Holy, dude, that's a lot. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Hey, sorry, been away. It's bad week last week. I'm sorry to hear that, Ivan. All right, let's see. What do we got? Kayla Taylor, is this a shipping? 2 Japanese mega simp. Got to get my husband Gardevoir since I got Cyclops. Cyclops? Oh. Okay, I got you. Okay, so let's get the Gardevoir. I was thinking Dusclops. You're talking about the X-Men guy. All right. Gardevoir, huh? The Mrs. Gardevoir. Most top games are around 60 to 100. I don't agree on the price, but yeah. Dude, if they've got like a subscription model for their live, does that mean you have to like pay annual or you have to pay monthly? Like, what does that mean? I don't know if I still fully understand their pricing model, but it does sound like it's getting closer to being a ripoff. If it's $80 for the entire game, the whole thing unlocked, all the online content, so what? $20 more, who cares? You know, go work like an extra 1 to 2 hours at McDonald's, and the whole thing's paid for. Okay, so you have to work an extra hour or 2 at McDonald's. It's not the end of the world. But if there's a monthly subscription paid service fee, that is sounding a little bit expensive. That's sounding a little bit like they think you're going to pay forever for your game. Like, I don't know about that. That is a change in the way video games are priced. I just heard I sent for shipping on Wednesday last week. Yeah, so I printed you another label because I noticed there were some slabs in a box. Maybe those are just all the new slabs you've purchased since then. But just in case, I printed a label out. We're going to ship those other slabs out for free, okay? So we're going to get all your slabs out. All right. I wasn't sure if she had missed those because what I noticed about them is they were to the side. But she's pretty good, so I don't really know exactly what's going on. So Jack wants 2 other shuffles and maybe a quote for shipping. I have 2 to 3 slabs. Okay, so 2 to 3 slabs. The slabs are very important for deciding the shipping. The only way to get the $20 shipping is to ship nothing but 2 slabs. So this is $20 shipping. This right here. This weighs under 4 ounces. 4 ounces is a very small amount of weight. And so if you were just shipping these 2 guys, it would be a cheap 20 bucks. Now, once you get up to 3 slabs, that breaks over 4 ounces and the price to ship just jumps immediately, like really hard. So you're going to be in the $40 range for the shipping. 1, 2, 3 at 1, 2. All right, there you go. A Pride approved game. It's just 80. You get everything. No subscription unless you mean like Xbox Live. Oh, I could have swore I heard that there was going to be an additional fee. Oh, 2 cold ones. I swore I heard there was going to be an additional fee to get to play the game online. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, the subscription is for perks in the online game. At least that's how it was before. Who knows how it'll work now. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gigi Suave? Let me just look it up. GTA 6 online price. So it'll have a single player experience at launch. Grand Theft Auto Online may be sold separately. Grand Theft Auto Online may not be included. Uh-oh. Maybe they're just testing the water on it, guys. So it's not starting with multiplayer. All right. Yes, $40, Mr. Jack. If your stuff is not very heavy yet, you can continuously add cards to it until it gets closer to 2 pounds in weight. Ooh, okay, so you got a heavy bag right here, though. Oh, you got 2 heavy bags. Okay, so that changes it a little bit. I see why you're asking. You're wondering if you're getting to the upper limit of the $40. That's what you're really asking. Okay, let's try. We'll grab 4 slabs to be safe. I'd say you're at like 1 pound, 1 1/4 pound maybe. You might be able to squeeze a bit more in here. Yeah, I think you can squeeze more before you have to ship. Especially, you know, if it turns out that your stuff is too heavy, we can always use a trick where we take your worst cards and leave them over here to be rolled over into the next $40 shipment. So we can always use that as a trick. It works. They're going to be physical discs just later on and not at launch. That's okay with me. It's an extra fee to play in the networks. Grand Theft Auto TCC online server, no physical edition. All right, let's put this back up here. All right. I have never played Grand Theft Auto. I don't have a lot of opinions on it. We have a Mr. Jeff order. Mr. Jeff. What's up, Jeff? So he would like Fuji Bunko 2, first edition, Dreamlike Ocean, Weiss Sneaker Bunko 2, and a Luffy spot, and a Gym Break box spot. Yes. Okay, let's get you in there. One of the reasons you might want to participate in the gym breaks is because there is a special role to hand out for the person who actually wins the gym break at the end of 90 days. This means 4 spots are handed out a year. I wish we'd started sooner because we'd have a couple people in there with the special role. But basically, it's a very hard to get role, and so it's kind of a bragging rights. So Serge has got it. Good for you, Serge. Maybe we can retroactively go back and redo it if anyone can remember who had the best score. You know, like Hunter Tipton obviously had one of the best scores from last time. Who had one of the worst scores from last time? I don't remember. Okay, let's get you the Luffy spot. Luffy's probably going to go off, right? I mean, it's a fantastic looking card. It's like Red Dead, but in present time. I don't particularly care for GTA, but you kind of have to pay attention to it because everyone will be copying their price model moving forward. There we go. This is going to be 7 out of 12. Ooh, I hear some boats going by. We're heading toward the weekend, guys. Lake of the Ozarks heading into one of its very busiest time of the years. Everyone's out on their boat because the weather's perfect. All right, so we got 2 sneaky bunkos. It's going to be boats zipping by all day. We are sneaker bunko. All right. Jeff, when are we going to work out a deal and you buy that triple master case from me and then I open up the whole master case for you in a stream, huh? Let's see, 2 Dreamlike Oceans. Let's see, Dreamlike Oceans. Where are those hiding? Here's 1 Dreamlike Oceans. Is this because we need a new case of them? Hold on. What is all this? Well, look at this stuff. That's Kirby Dreamland. PSA just rejected those. I'd sent those into grade and they rejected them. So stupid. Whoa, look at all that, man. Holy. This shouldn't even be sitting here. It's a dangerous place for it to sit. I'm going to, like, damage the cards. That's really expensive. Crazy. I wonder if any of those can grade 10. All right, I'm moving these out of here. These shouldn't even be here. I might as well grab a fresh box of the Dreamlike Oceans since I'm standing up. No. My cat was going to jump into the room. I had to block her. All right, here we are. Dreamlike Ocean. Good. Is all that good? I think that's all good. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of Final Fantasy, man. There we go. I had to make like a video showing off our Final Fantasy products. Hey, what's up, Team Rocket Grunt? The guy in the video said you can hear the nose rings clacking together in the office. What? There you go. You want the Rias? Sounds like you want a Rias, huh? There we go. Oops. Okay. Okay. She's the character from High School DxD. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you know, one time we sold a card set. Sheesh, I can't remember the name of it. So you need 2 Fuji Bunkos, Volume 2, First Edition. I think it's these. All right, so those are English. Yeah, these are the ones. Okay, so we sold, was it Asuka? It was called Asuka, I remember. And boy, we sold out of that because it was also a high school DxD set. I remember we also sold rapidly out of the Dress Up Darling set, which I was supposed to get a good restock on, but that terrible Japanese vendor screwed me. Took all my money, never sent the product. That was the one where we converted it into black and white, and then he never sent all that product either. Truly screwed me. What a terrible person. Ripped me off for thousands. One of the worst scams I've ever dealt with was that guy. And he was one of the biggest scams. Here we are. All right. Probably Luffy TRG. What's the hottest break right now? All right, what we got here? We've got Scholar. Okay, Scholar. And we're always looking for a big pull out of here. Here's Sarah and Lumina. All right, Sarah Lumina. Shh, don't tell TRG. Yeah, we got a nice Luffy break here. We got a Giovanni break. We got a Charizard break. Here's this. Here's this girl with the gun to her head. That doesn't seem very good. All right, and Eye Patch Girl. All right, no Siggy's popping out this time. Look what I found, guys. Are you jealous that Mr. Ahmad Arabi bought all the Naruto tins? Well, I found one laying around. There's one sealed Naruto tin left, printed by Bandai Namco. So this is just right here, see Bandai? So they're coming out with a new Naruto game, and that is just some vintage Bandai Naruto if you want any. It could be my last 10. I didn't see any others laying around this whole time, so that could be my very last one. All right, Jeff, what are we doing with you these days? I feel like it's been a little while. Toasty Space Ghost. Who's that guy? Toasty Space Ghost. Okay, I found you. And what's this? Cosmic Eclipse. Cosmic Eclipse. Where can I place these? Where did I put all those other baggies? Where did I put all those other boosters that were in a baggie? Man, we just got too much stuff. Here it is. All right, I found it. Place these in here so they're all together. Good. Now, Jeff. Here's Jeff Leon right here. Very nice. Toasty Space Goose sounds like my spirit. I think it's Toasty Space Ghost in my bag. My 3 missing packs. You found them. Hey, I was missing those. Here's the new consigned card. Is Freya Princess Jaiurl. Last sold on this card is $100, so the break is for $100. That's a consignment break, so that's not even my card. That card belongs to Mr. John Lucas. The pack splits both have people in them. They're not moving super fast, but they are moving a little bit. Put Mickey Mouse there. All right, pack split time. All right, who's next? That was one big Mr. Jeff order. I love it. We have a Sergio L12 order. One Stellar Crown, keep Ladybug, Ladia, and Mewtwo. Okay, let's see. Where's the Stellar Crown located? What'd you say? Ladybug, Lady in, and Mewtwo. Okay. Really specific. All right. Tossing that. Lelit, Palmy, Fletchling, Meryl, Frogadier, Deancey, Archelodon. What? Those aren't any of the things you were asking about. There you go, Mr. Surge. And where are we hiding you? We're keeping you over here. Hey, look at your winning card, Mr. Surge, huh? Pretty neat. Snubble's out there kicking butt, guys. All right. Surge, Surge, Surge. Here we've got Miss Kayla Taylor. She says she'll take 2 Marvel Impel Series 2, 2 Marvel Impel Series 3. Please top load any Cyclops cards. All right, sounds good. You could definitely pull Cyclops out of these. All right, let's see. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2. So here are some Marvel packs. what's cool about these is not only are they vintage, but they're pretty affordable too. So you can get a really nice deal out of these. Let's start a sneeping. Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Snip number 3. Snip number 4. All right, cool, man. What we got? You also get to keep all the cards in these packs, guys. So they're pretty cheap, they're pretty old, and you get to keep all the cards. Mojo, Sasquatch. There's Cyclops, sort of. Doesn't really focus on him, though. Here's Quasar. Thanos, he's kind of cool. People like Thanos. Spider-Man versus Jonah Jameson. Nick Fury. Captain Marvel. Doctor Doom. All right. When I was a kid, they would put this X-Men arcade machine at all the Pizza Huts where, you know, there's like kick, punch, jump, and then you push the kick and punch together and you'd use your special. You guys probably know what it is. It's a side-scroller, right? You guys remember that? It was this big arcade machine, and like 6 people could play. It was nuts. And we loved that game. It cost like 25 cents to play it. And we would eat Pizza Hut, and we'd all have our quarters, and then after Pizza Hut, we'd go play the game. Here's Chameleon. Iron Man. Marvel Girl. There we go. Here's Venom. That's cool. I like Venom, too. He's kind of nice. Here's Spider-Man and Venom. Mr. Fantastic. It's Mr. Boombastic. Captain Britain! Oh, no. Oi, Brev. I'll be taking them trainers expeditiously. Thor and... Come on now. Wolverine's Claws. Don't you like it when your job messes up your pay? I remember the Simpsons version of that game. Ooh, you gotta get paid, man. There we go. Oi, Brev. There it is. Here's... Not Captain Britain. Captain Britain! Here's Iron Man. Do you like the stupid voice? I love making fun of Captain Britain. And Avengers West Coast. Here's Sauron. Zodiac. Darkhawk. This guy. Punisher. Juggernaut. Black Panther. And Namor. All right. X-Men 97. Turtles in Time. Good. When I told them they made an error, I have to wait 3 days. Yeah. Hey, you guys owe me more money. Pay up. That's not what your boss wants to hear. Damn it. Audit that. Here's Shiva. Here's Blackout. Here's Pantheon. Uh-huh. Here's an amazing triple offer from Marvel. Here's... Silhouette. Here's Captain... Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was going to be Captain America. Here's Mephisto. And Sphincter. And Punisher. Yeah, you're going to take that. You're going to get punished. Here's Warpath. Mobius. And Captain America. All right, so... There was one Cyclops card, technically, but he was just tiny on that card. He was barely there. We need a card like this one with Cyclops on it. I need my Cyclops. Yeah, I know. I think he was in this first pack, actually. I'm sorry. All right, but, you know, so it's not really a Cyclops card. It's X-Men versus Sentinels. See, look, he is shooting that little blast there, so that's kind of cool. I'll put him into a sleeve for you. I don't know if that's really worth top loading, because I really don't feel like that's a Cyclops card, you know? But he's doing the most, it looks like. Now, Miss Kayla, you are starting to have a lot of stuff. Let me grab this sleeve. direct deposit. What if they're bi, Mike? Cyclops is canonically the straightest X-Men. I heard he was hooking up with Black Panther. Yeah, okay, Kayla Taylor. Can we leave it there? I heard they were kissing. There we go. All right. Now, here's Mr. Mike's side. Oh, wait, is this Mike's side? Oh, this is not Mike's side. I take it back. All right. So I take that back. All right. Small favor. I'd like to cancel one of my Slab-aways. All right. Sounds good. Let's see. Okay, so cancel one coin and direct the money to the other coin. That's cool. Let's jump over to Slab-away. That top right card is wild. This one right here, this is from Weiss Schwarz, and it's from some show called Redo Healer, and it's graded 10 by PSA. You can own it. You put it on your shelf, it'll make you horny every day. So, okay. So you have asked to cancel the Evil Eye coin, but you didn't put any money on the Evil Eye coin, so there's nothing to actually remove from it. So you're all set. We just take it back. That's it. So you're all good with that one. You're out of that one. Where's the Evil Eye? Here it is. So I've got the Evil Eye coin right here. Yeah, there's currently no money on the Evil Eye coin, so you're all good. Okay. Oh, my eyes itchy. Oh. Yeah, I noticed you told me to divert all money from the Evil Eye coin to the antiquated Ares Mars coin. But there is actually no money on Evil Eye. So you're all good with that one. That one's just over now. We'll put this under reclaim. There it goes. All right. Let's see what the Evil Eye coin's worth today. Did it go down? Oh, heartburn. Price of silver today. 60 viewers. That was better than yesterday, man. We weren't getting any viewers. Price of silver, 1 ounce. They're showing me silver futures. So the spot price is like 62, huh? Is that right? Wow, that's a little bit of a reversal from when it was like heading toward 100. Remember that? Who remembers that? And what did I say? I said, I don't know. So silver hits its highest point on January 27th. It was $116. And now it is sitting at $58. So it kind of came back to where it was. It's no longer like a huge, like, oh man, I got rich because I had silver. But that's interesting, because a lot of people were predicting silver would go to the freaking moon or something. And I just felt like silver's not quite as rare as gold. How did gold do? Let's see gold. Can we see gold? Here's gold. Gold should be down too. Oh, no, maybe not. Hold on, wait a sec. Let me see. No, it's down. Yeah, gold went down too. And it's sitting at a price similar that it had in November. So all the gains in silver and gold have been mostly reversed, and now they're just on a normal course again. They're not like unusually high or unusually low. Yeah, that is so funny, because you got that Peter Schiff guy who shills for gold so hard. He shills for gold like crazy. And same with like Robert Kiyosaki. He's a gold shiller too. They shill for gold so hard, man. Actually, Robert shills for silver as well. Let's go to price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has fallen below 60,000. It's at 59,000. Wow. Wow. Only one remains, Pokemon. Pokemon remains high. That is so interesting because, yeah, everything kind of goes up, but everything doesn't go up evenly. Everyone's trying to predict in the market what's going to go up and stay way up. You know what? Pokemon cards are up and they have not come down yet. That's crazy. Pokemon cards, guys, the one true investment. That's crazy. People cashing out for summer vacation. Oh, come on, dude. It can't just be summer vacation. So back in October, Bitcoin was 122,000. Now it's just 59,000. That is a little more than just retail investors cashing out for summer vacation. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how is Pokemon up then? Pokemon generally performs poorly in the summer, but it's actually astounding sales. Pokemon's up. So no, what's going on is people are valuing what they buy, and they're saying, I actually kind of want Pokemon cards and these other things. You only want Bitcoin if it's going up. You only want gold if it's going up. But Pokemon cards, some people might just want it, and that's it. No other reason. They just go, I want that. I want it. Crazy to take a look into that. So Evil Eye comes back down. I'm betting Evil Eye is a little bit cheaper. Let's see. PF 70 Evil Eye silver. Let's see if we can find one. I can't even find. Oh, here's one. Oh, it's for $300. Okay, so it looks like the price on the Evil Eye hasn't changed. Well, that's because the price isn't about. Let me check sold. The price on the Evil Eye. Read Mike's message. Oh, I believe you got it backward. I want the Evil Eye, not the antiquated one. Oh, that would be why you asked me to transfer the money. I get it now. Okay, so cancel the antiquated and go after the Evil Eye. So to do this, we have to look up the antiquated coin to see what it's selling for today. Because the way a cancellation works is you eat the price difference. All right, you ready? So we're looking up MS70 antiquated first release Aries and Mars. So when you cancel a Slab-away item, we like to take a look into the price difference. Aries, Mars. All right, give me a second. Looks like I got an eBay label to make too. Give me a minute. Let's go find this guy. Don't worry, we can correct it for you. Aries and Mars. I don't even see it. You might be good if I can't find one. But let's keep looking for a second there. What is it? It's called Antiquated First Release Aries Mars. And it was for 420. Okay. And that's that one company like NIUE or something like that. Let's remove the MS70 portion and just say Aries Mars silver coin. Ah, here it is. You might be fine. It's looking like it's fine. So you might get the full crossover. All right. Because I see one that's not even graded, and it's like the same price as the one you've got. But let me just check. We got to do a little bit of research, okay? That brokey investment, mister, that's fine. Sorry for the hassle, guys. I mean, I like the actual graded coins. I think they're very cool. That's why I have some. You look like you're going to be just fine on this item. Yeah, you're going to be converting the full amount over. All right, cool. Yeah, so basically, there will just be a $20 cancel fee, and that's it. So it's looking like we're going to say it's $420. That was the original price, minus $345. That's what remains. That's a $75 value. You've got $75 in the coin. It's a $20 cancel fee. You know, I'm not going to worry about it, okay? I'm not going to worry about the cancel fee. You can have the full $75. It's not even a big deal. And since you had a Slab-away for November 2025 to November 2026 for the antiquated coin, what I'm going to do, we'll just call this the Evil Eye. Evil Eye. And we'll set this to 300. And then we're going to apply the $75 to it. Okay, makes sense? So 225 remains. Real simple here, Mr. Miguel. Real simple. So go take a look at the Discord server. I believe we've got it all corrected for you. Take a look. Tell me you're happy with it. And it says Miguel 25 to 26, Evil Eye 300 to 225, no cancel fee. So we'll skip the cancel fee. It looks like the coin there. I can't find one for sale that's graded, but it looks like the ungraded ones basically sell for the same price anyways. The other thing is I gotta locate it. Where are we storing it? So let me go try to find it. I'm gonna go check the M box over here because I didn't see it in this little white box. So it must be over here. There it is. All right. Very nice. Thanks, mister. Gives me time to collect cans and cash. Yeah? All right, sounds good, man. We sell some gold and some silver. Here it is. So this was the coin right here. Okay. You good, Mike? We here for you guys as well. All right, so we'll put this here. Oh, interestingly, that does not fit. Do we have one more of these? Yeah, it does. Okay. Bet you it fits in there. Yep. That's what she said. All right, so we've got some other gold and silver too. I might leave a little bit of it up here to put into the live customs or something. Look at that. I stupidly wrote on the actual slab 450. I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? Do you guys want to see the coin? Here it is. So that is antiquated silver. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow. That's 3D printed, basically. It's like lifted off the coin. And my understanding is that the lion in the shield, it's just a small amount of gold. So there's a little bit of gold on this coin. Pretty crazy, huh? Oops. All right. Let's back out. There, oops. There we have it, guys. Enhance. We can see a Peggy 18 slab right here. Peggy 18. Let's see. Where's the slab? So this guy will go back up for sale. There it goes. I hear dry erase marker removes permanent marker. Yeah, we've actually got a solution, a chemical that cleans Sharpie marker off of slabs. I've used it before. Sitting in the other room, I could go remove it. So here's this beautiful coin, and we're going to put a price tag on it. Okay. So this guy's back up. These coins are so nice and so collectible that they don't really track with like the price of silver the same way like just raw silver bullion does. You're not just buying the silver in this coin, you're actually buying the artwork. Very cool. I bought it because it looks so cool. Now I'm gonna put this back in the box. There you go, Mr. Miguel. And now let's go back over here and take care of the next order. We've got Kayla. She says three more Marvel Impel Series 2. Hunting my straight Cyclops. It's a lavender marriage. Come on. Look at the way he dresses. What was it? Marvel Series 3? 3 more Marvel Series 2. Oh, okay, Marvel Series 2. There we go. All right. Blue and yellow? Like, give me a break, dude. That guy wears blue and yellow together. Okay. Peggy 18. Place this here. What if we put that into the live customs for 400? That'd be pretty wild. Snipping this. Snipping these. Okay. Miss Kayla. Ooh. We've got all of these. Oh, there you go. Here's Cyclops. All right, so we'll top load this one for you. And I tell you what, you've been making some big orders. We'll do this one on the house, okay? It's not a big deal. Ooh, it's got John Paul Geraldo on the back of it. Just grabbing this. I ordered 3 packs, not 2. I thought I grabbed 3. I only grabbed 2. I'm such a doofus. It's because it's got 2 in the name. All right. We got 3 of them now. Ha 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 ha. Oops. Can we bring back the Pitbull news segment? Oh, man. Yeah, if you want to scare people who love Pitbulls away. That's when we would talk about who got mauled latest by like a Pitbull. Here's a lizard. It's one of those, you know, it's like abortion. It's one of those hot button subjects. Silver Surfer versus Mephisto. You're going to upset somebody. Here's Captain America. Here's Green Goblin. Here's Red Skull. Banshee. The internet talks a lot about Pitbulls. Here's Daredevil versus Kingpin. Okay, here's a strength card. Wonder Man. I usually skip this part. Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. And the checklist. All right. I love Pitbulls. We are. Ooh. Where'd that little baggie go? There we go. Yay, Cyclops. Pitbulls. Pitbulls, not to be confused with Pitbulls. This is my pitty. His name is Cupcake. Pitbull mauls family of 3, all children dead. There were no signs. All right, you ready? He just snapped. Daredevil versus Punisher. The dog was probably really stressed. New Fantastic Four. Hawkeye. Daredevil versus Electrica. Here's Super Skrull. Infinity Gauntlet. Phoenix. Galacticus. Here's Fantastic Five. Man. And Doctor Strange. And Nightcrawler back when he was into fencing. All right, cool. Are you going to the National Card Show in July? Nope. There you go. No, I'm moving to Vegas, baby. I'm going to go hang out with Chum Lee. Here's the National Card Show. I thought we had a new breed. Mystery is BGS taking so long. Oh, Mr. Y is BGS taking so long. Well, you didn't actually order like super express grading. Your grading should take a couple months, like 2 months probably at most. But yeah, so their turnaround time, I think they said is a 1 month turnaround time, right? Well, first they have to receive it, then they have a full month to work on it, and then they have to send it back too. The reality is it takes almost 2 months. And not only that, but PSA is shut down, tag grading is shut down. Look at that Iron Man card. That's cool as hell, man. So you got multiple major companies that are shut down right now. So that shows you the demand is very unusually high. But also it tells you that these companies are going to have a lot of overflow, and it's probably hitting BGS really hard right now. So yeah, it's I wouldn't expect any fast turnaround times, even if you order the faster grading. But yeah, it was never going to be like done in 2 weeks or anything. They're going to take the maximum time on it, and they could even be late. Just desert and skull in Vegas. Hell yeah. And no ticks. We are. All right. I'm in Missouri right now, and we're having a tick hurricane these days. It is like a tick phenomenon out here. It's in the news. Every time you open the news for Missouri, it's talking about there has been some really unusual surge of tick activity. It's extremely heavy. And they're saying the weather was perfect for ticks this year. There we go. Heroic pitbull swims 5 miles into the ocean to bite small child. Here are Miss Kayla. I love my pitty. All right, Mr. Hatham, 2 Rift Origin, 2 GA Bunkos. Yes, the GA Bunkos are here. They're an unusual expensive booster pack. They appear to be a premium pack. Why do I say it's a premium pack? Well, because it comes out of a case where you only get 12 boxes. That's a really small case. It's about half the normal size. And then the booster boxes are only 10 packs. So you only get 12 boxes and 10 packs, but the whole case costs the size of a regular case. So I don't know why they've done this. Hopefully it means you get more signatures more often. All right. giant dog mauls kid to death. I had no idea that could happen. You go, oh yeah. You never hear cats doing that. Yeah, that's right. You never hear cat mauls 2 kids walking home from school. Cat mauls old woman. You never hear that. You know why? They're too small. They're too small. All right, here's a hollow. Cats just can't get the job done, you know? They probably would maul people if they were larger, though, right? That's why we're not allowed to own tigers. Are you allowed to own a tiger? Oh, it's probably just the way you raised the tiger. It's just the way you raised them. Maybe the kid was annoying the tiger. Maybe the tiger was really stressed. That's why it mauled 2 kids. Maybe it's because it's a tiger, bro. Maybe it's because it's huge. Maybe the tiger mauled kids because it has the capacity to maul them. Maybe it's just that one thing. All right. I just can't figure it out. It's a mystery. Let's see. Ooh. All right. Yeah, that's the conversation online. I think that it would be interesting if we placed some pets, perhaps like pit bulls, on the exotic pet list, and it was just a simple matter of getting a like a license to own a pit bull, and just don't make it very hard to get the license. But you know, if you have to sort of jump through those hoops of applying for the license, showing that you're going to be responsible with the pet, you're going to get the pet some training. You know, if you have to jump through those hoops, that probably reduces maulings significantly, because I guarantee you the majority of those maulings are coming from people who don't really have the capacity to take care of the dog, or they don't train it, or you know what I mean? Or they don't have proper fencing in their yard. They go with like some crappy fence and the dog wanders. So, you know, if it was a simple like exotic pet license that requires you to pass through a couple hoops, you have to have enough of an income. You can't be like homeless owning a pit bull. You've got a proper yard large enough for the dog with a tall fence. You know, the dog receives training. Bada bing, bada boom. Maulings go down. It's just so common sense. But a lot of places are just banning it outright. That's what a lot of places are doing. They just banned that dog breed. Like I think UK did it recently. What's really interesting is if you look around the world, a whole bunch of countries have just fully banned that dog. They don't do like exotic pet license. They just say, it's not happening. And then in America, some cities have banned pit bulls, but only after a couple children get eaten. So a couple children get eaten, and then they go, you know, I guess we'll ban it. And there's probably some people like, no, that's terrible. Here, whoa, what is this? Cardos Gengar Slab-away, Brandel Vargas, $3,000. All right, guys, the stream's over. I'm going out to eat. Let's see, Brandel Vargas, the Cardos Gengar. Oh, you're getting real serious about paying off the Cardos Gengar. So what's going on with this one? This one's late from March. March 2026. All right, so let's get this down to 3,672. So we're going to hit enter on that. So then you owe 3,672 remaining on it. Let's see. Divided by 2. You're technically still not half paid on it, but that's much, much, much better. I'm going to remove the late from it. Okay. Okay, so, and by the way, Brandel, if you wish, you can extend it. So that's extendable before you run out of time, but it's 15% to extend it. So it would be a $550 fee to do an extension right now. But it does need to be paid within 6 months. So if it started in March, is there a way to look this up? Let me look up. What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to find out what the 6 month looks like. Because sometimes guys fail to pay that 6 months. And they're surprised to learn when they actually started it. They go, oh, I didn't know I started it that day. All right, let's just see. So this would have been in March, right? So let's see. Where is it? Oh, maybe you used a different method to pay for it. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Mr. Going on a Rant, Milo and Blue spam questions. Yeah, you can spam to get my attention. What do you guys need help with? Just tell me. Chat asks question, does your mama count? Anything with Dialga, but there's no good Dialga. You can have her Alexis spam your questions. Yeah, feel free. You know what? I'm going to expand the comment section. I'm doing the half window. Let me do the whole window, okay? So that'll help too. Currently, I had the chat set to the half window. Do you have any black and white Era EX cards? I've been trying to get some. Black and white cards. Not a lot. Not a lot. All right, let's just see. When did this actually begin? I don't see when it began. Here's the Slab-away backup channel. You know, while we've got this email open, let's go ahead and do another backup. So I'm going to hit copy on that, and then we're going to jump in here. We're going to reply to this. When's the last time I backed up Slab-away? I'm going to hit send. Okay, so I just backed up Slab-away. That's good. That's good. And then we'll type in Brandel Vargas. And Mr. Brand, I want to help you out here so that you understand what's going on here. Store credit towards Gengar, $1. Okay, so so it was a store credit. That's what's going on. So you must have used store credit to start the giveaway, and that's what's so confusing about when it actually started. So, but what I see is on March 13th, you told me to use store credit toward the actual Gengar. So what I'm going to do is we're going to mark your Slab-away as having started on March 13th. That'll help you understand exactly when it began. We'll say that's the start date, okay? March 13th, 26. All right. And then from there, you can actually just sort of ask AI, like, okay, what's, you know, the 6-month mark from March 13th? I might be able to do that real fast. Let's see. What's 6 months from March 13th? So they're going to say September 13th. So there you go. Now you know it's March to September. March to September 13th, 26. So there you go. You got the exact timeline. And you know, I've been thinking about it. It probably should be me writing this down every single time, because I feel like sometimes people don't actually know when their Slab-away begins and ends. So what I usually do is I just do like this really simple, oh, you started in February thing. But it helps to know the exact day that it started and the exact day that it's known to be due. And this just helps you plan better and know what time you have left. All right. Because I've had a guy come back to me before, and he's like already a month, that like the slab's already a month due. And he's like, okay, I'd like to extend the slab. I'm like, what slab? It's over. It ended a month ago. He's like, oh. You know what I mean? And so that has happened before. All right. Congratulations on that. Let's see. September, and we're in June. So you got July, August. So you have like a full 2 months and then 13 days into September. That's your timeline. It'll be paid off in the next couple weeks. Perfect. There you go. All right. Well, guys, I'm all done for today. I guess I'll just go play now. Okay, very good. I imagine that is what I would want to do if I was you. Let's see. You know that the Slab-away program has helped a lot of people get really good cards, and you're probably one of the last examples of that, because we don't offer that card anymore. Let's go into eBay right now since we got eBay open. I'm going to go to this ends plan. We listed a item live. It was ends plan, and it actually sold. So now we're going to go ahead and print the label for that. Sold to a Miss Isabella. Okay, we're going to hit print. Let's go retrieve that now. Let's see. Is it only 6 months? I thought it was a year. It's six. Yeah, that's right. Slab-away's 6 months. Slab-away's for 6 months. All right. Good. I don't see the ends plan. Perfect. Great. Did we sell it already? That's not good. Not sitting in the box, is it? Oh, man, that's terrible. Did somebody already buy Ends Plan and I didn't notice? PSA 10 Ends Plan. That would be stored in the End box. But it wasn't in the Ends box. When is mine due, says AOG. AOG, let's see. We're scrolling up, Mr. AOG. Oh, not AOG. AOVIC. Yours started in January of 2026. Yours is due now. Yeah, yours is expired right now. Yeah, so if you're from January and we're in end of June, yours is going to be expired like in a second. So if we hit July, I think it's over for you. It's probably already, if I had to guess, since we're so late into March, yours is already over. Unless you started your Slab-away on January 25th, but you see, if you had done that, I would have just marked it as February to give you a grace period. But I marked it January, so it's almost certainly at the beginning of January that yours started. And now we're on 6/20/25, or 6/25, so it's almost certainly expired already. You want to send in for it real fast? 1 + 6 is 7, says Aovic. No, I got 1 month. Oh, maybe you're right. I don't know. Let me think. January. Well, it depends on how you count it. Depends on how you count it, because let's say you started January 13th. Well, then it should have been expired March 13th, right? Isn't that right? All right, so I'm going to not worry about that. Let's go ahead and jump over here to Mr. Hathim. He says, 2 more Rift Origins and 2 more GA Bunkos. You know, I used to be very loosey-goosey with Slab-away, but lately, all of these products are exploding in price. And so we're a little stricter. We want to get the money back for these items and start reinvesting that money. So that's very important. The longer I have to wait to get that cash, the longer I have to wait for the to reinvest. And that's a bad thing. That's a great deal for you guys. It's a very bad deal for me because your item's going up, but I'm not reinvesting the cash. So that's why we're being a little tougher on the subject. We are? All right. So here's Hathim. That's why, like, Slab-away extensions, they're no longer $25 for big items. It's 15% of the remaining balance. We are. So it's a more, it's like it makes more sense. It looks more like a very cheap bank loan. That's cheap for a bank loan, by the way. We are. Okay. Here's the GA Bunkos, Mr. Thim. Sorry for the wait, Mr. Thim. Aha! What do we have here? Here's a RRR embossed card. I have no clue what's happening here. I just don't recognize these characters. Okay, you get an embossed card. Here's this red-haired girl with the bikini on. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. All right. Slab-away creeps up, man. 6 months go by in a flash. Crazy, isn't it? All right. I don't like, I don't like penalizing people or like canceling Slab-aways or anything like that. But I've had to do it a couple times. Okay, so here's Mr. Thim. Every month, at the beginning of the month when we do the repos, I usually end up taking 1 or 2 items. Usually look at the people who have done the least. Or maybe somebody who's truly disappeared. Some people really, they just disappeared. You never hear from them again. And you're like, I'm not going to hold this item for you any longer. Next up, we have an order from nobody. All right, so we're caught up on orders. Sales for today, very good. $3,000 in the daytime stream, huh? But that Gengar, I sold it on eBay for like the same exact Gengar. I sold it for $10,000 on eBay. So he's getting it for $7,600. So he's actually getting a very good deal. On the other hand, I don't have to pay the 13% eBay fee. So let's see what that works out to be. Although I don't think it would be for the whole $10,000, would it? So I save like maybe in theory $1,300. But I don't remember when the eBay fee cuts down because it's not 13% forever. After a certain amount, it stops calculating at 13, and I think it jumps down to like 2% or something like that. Some much smaller number. Ooh. What is the vintage pack break? Great question. We got 2 pack breaks. Pokemon Tops, only 7 spots. I think 1 or 2 people are already in there. And then Phantom Forces. I know for a fact 1 person's in Phantom Forces. Phantom Forces is a very expensive X White era set. It's very, very expensive. And it includes a chance for a Gengar, and it includes a chance for a Silver Dialga. But there's also like Dialga EX, which just sells for bonkers amounts of money. So that's it. Those 2 packs. Those are the 2 pack splits. And you know what? We got slabs to price. Oh, yeah. Look at these slabs. Look at this Vaporeon that looks like it got damaged, maybe. Did this really get damaged? Oh, there it is. All right. Well, I don't know. It's a 9, so maybe it was just trapped like the other ones. It's interesting. Here's Dugtrio. Here's a little Diglett. All right, a little Diglett. Oh, same deal on the Diglett, huh? Okay, well, Diglett 9. We're going to put the Diglett with the Dugtrio. Okay. We got this. We got this. And we got this. Ooh, after the speech. Ooh. All right. Lovely. We're going to get price tags on these. You know, they gave me a lot of 9s in this submission. And I believe we're getting a PSA submission back any day now. Hopefully we get a freaking tag submission back eventually. My God. We're waiting so long for tag. All right. Xbox raising the console price. I heard about that, Mike's side. What do you guys think about that? You guys ready to pay extra for your favorite console, Xbox? Obviously, the reason you got to pay extra is because it's worth it. You are. So why are they raising the price? They're not improving any of the hardware or anything, right? Are they much cheaper than the PlayStation and now they're just catching up to the same price? Like, so there's one after the speech triple R and it's like $380 and that just seems outrageously expensive. I'm not going to go with $300, $380. I think that's not right. I'm going to go with $100. Okay, actually, it's a lot like this card. I believe it's the same character, is it not? So this is the same. These are the same characters. So we'll go with the same price here. Mr. Wiseby just taking so long with the Express. You didn't get Express. You got regular. That's the price of regular. Yeah, you didn't get Express. Hold on, let me look. Let me look. It's not taking too long. That's the actual correct turnaround time. Here's login. Express for the Pikachu. And we'll grab my orders. You got something called standard. So you got standard turnaround time, not express. I'm going to choose submit. And we're going to choose cards. I'm going to find out. So your turnaround time is 45 days. So when we were ordering this grading, I kind of explained it to you. You have to pay for the entire shipping by yourself for the card to go to them. Then you have to pay for the entire return shipping. Then you have to pay their price. Then when you actually queue the card up in their system, they add money on top of the price for the insurance for the card during grading. So you pay for that. You pay for the card, and then you pay for the card grading insurance. Then you pay taxes when you purchase this at checkout. Then you pay me a little fee for doing all the work. So I take a little fee for my time. Not a huge fee, but mind you, it's just a pretty reasonable one. So in the end, that's where all the money comes from. You didn't pay for Express. Express would be even more expensive. Yeah, Express would be crazy. Like, they claim Express is $80, but they don't tell you when you check out it's 80 plus taxes. So it's more like $88 right there. But then, it's like $13 shipping unless you want to ship it bulk. So it's like $13 to ship it to them. So that's 88 plus 13. Then their return shipping would be like $25. Then the insurance on the card would be about $20. So you would pay a really heavy amount for the Express. I'm pretty sure we charged you standard. Yes, that's right. It was $100 for standard. That's right. That's exactly right. Again, I was trying to explain that to you at the time that you were setting it up. So 35 plus like 15 plus 20 plus, let's say about $20 insurance plus my fee of $10. There you go. Comes out exactly to 100. Comes out to exactly 100. Watch this again. I'll do the math for you. So it's 35 plus $15 to ship it to them, right? So we don't just ship it like cheapo, okay? We do good shipping on it when we ship a card that's worth $3,000. It's not, it's not cheapo shipping. So we do $15 shipping. Their return shipping is about $20. I can show you on screen if you'd like. So it's going to be about $20 insured shipping. And then when you're grading the card, it costs about, I don't remember the amount, but there's a chunk of that they charge you for insurance as well. So there's multiple layers of insurance here. Shipping to them gets insured. When they grade it, they insure it for the grading process. When they return ship it, they charge you insurance for the return shipping. You're paying for every step. So it's insurance 3 different times. Then there's an actual taxes for all of this. So you don't just get to like buy stuff with no taxes. When I actually slip my credit card information into their little machine, they charge me at like 8 or 9% taxes. So after you're all the way up here to like 70 or 80 or whatever it is, you get to pay a nice 9% on that. And then after that, I charge a little $10 fee for doing all this for you. So that's what it comes out to. It's just not cheap to ship one card. If there was like, maybe like 30 cards being shipped out, you would share all those shipping fees with everyone else. There's like an economies of scale benefit to a lot of cards being shipped together, but you're paying all of the shipping fees by yourself for a single card to go out. So yeah, it's just like pretty expensive. That's how it is, unfortunately. When you ship one card and you ship it back, it's way more expensive than what their website claims it's going to be. And so, if you ever want to try that at home, try it at home. You'll avoid my fee. And also, you can downgrade the shipping to them. So when you ship it to them, you can ship it cheapo. You can put it in a white envelope with the stamp on it for all I care. You can do whatever you want. But we don't do that because if your card actually goes missing or gets damaged, I owe you a replacement card. So I don't want to owe you $3,000, because it's got to be like a gem mint looking card, because the only reason you'd send it to Beckett is if it looked really good. So I'm not finding, a $3,000 card for you because we were too cheapo to spend an extra $10 on the shipping. So we do, insured shipping when we send it out to them. And then, it just costs a little more. How much would the express be? The express would have been like another $40, basically. It would have been like another $40, and you would have gotten it how much faster? You'd have gotten it maybe like 30 days sooner. So maybe like 1 month sooner. You can do that if you want to spend $40 to save 30 days. I guess I didn't think you would want that because personally I would have just done with the standard. That's what I would have done. I would have just done standard myself. All right, William Wafter, 30 to Slab-away. Let's take care of William. Sorry about the miscommunication on that. I thought I had kind of explained that at the time. But, I talk a lot. Maybe I talk fast. I don't know. It's a lot of learning. But, yeah, whenever you have a special card like that and it's being shipped by itself, huge red flag for cost. It's going to cost so much to grade that one. And it all comes down to, how do you want me to ship your $3,000 card? You want me to put it in a white envelope with the stamp, or do you want it to go into like a reinforced priority mailbox with insurance? Well, if you want the priority mailbox shipping, that's pricey. That's not cheap at all. That's actually, even if it weighs like an ounce, it's still expensive. Here goes one Pokey Shuffle, and it has to be done. That's a critical step. The shipping has to be done. So, and then the return shipping, it's the same deal. They're like, okay, you're claiming this card's going to be worth $3,000, so return shipping's $20. And it's like, that's kind of cheap if you think about it. That's not even expensive. But so you're talking about shipping 2 ways for that much money. It adds up fast. So they never say that on their website. On the website, they don't tell you what it's like to check out. Because when you actually check out, when you actually give them your credit card, it costs so much more than what they claim. It's like, damn, bro. All right, so we applied the $30, and you got one cold Pokey Shuffle this time. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it costs so much more than the website claims. By the time you're hitting that checkout button, and you're paying, whatever it is, like 8 or 9% taxes on a, like $60 order, and then you got to ship it to them. And it's just like, Jesus, bro. Here's Mr. Jacob Hayes, One Piece Break. You got it, Jacob. And then, yeah, you do pay me like $10 to do this for you. So whatever it is it comes out to be, I charge like $10 to be the one in charge of taking care of your $3,000 item. So here's Jacob Hayes One Piece break. You got it. All right. The One Piece Luffy moving up to 8. My job is to submit it, and then I personally shipped your item. Miss Alexis never touches it. And this is because it's just too expensive. Nothing can go wrong. We got to give you a chance for Black Label. So I'm the one who personally shipped the item. And yeah, so basically you paid me a little fee for that. And it's not that much. I don't think it's that crazy, is it? There you go. I don't think it's too crazy for such an expensive item anyways. All right, so 8 out of 12. We got 4 spots left. But we can always just mail it back home to you, and you can do that step yourself, and it would be a little bit cheaper if you did it yourself. And again, you could like cheap out on the shipping when you send it to them. That'll save you some money too. So in theory, you could do like the standard grading, do it yourself, use your own materials, use your own, you know, like you got to have like the semi-rigid and the boxes and the packing and the padding and the tape and all the label and all that. And it's a little bit of your time. It's not too much, but it's a little bit of time. It's like 30 minutes. Of work if you're doing it and paying attention to it. So you can do it all at home, and instead of costing so much, you can choose like bulk shipping, probably. No insurance, bulk shipping to them, and it's probably going to reach them. I mean, it would save you money. I'm just too scared to do that, man. I'm too scared. Like, what if something goes wrong? I don't want to owe, like, if it's my own card, okay, I lost a card. But if it's your card, I got to pay you. I got to actually pull money out of my account and replace the card. So, yeah, it gets really scary. All right, that's Jacob Hayes. Here's Mr. Hathim. My legs are so sore now. What? You been jogging? I'm going to get a PS5. Tammy, why are your legs so sore? Here's Hathim, 4 of the Japanese OP16s and 5 triplet beats. It sucks, man. Grading's so dang expensive. That's why you rely on it getting a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember PSA returned a booster pack grading to me, and I just got devastated by it because it was all 6s and 7s and 8s. And I was like, what the hell? 4 of the Japanese OP16s. Here we are. Want to do solid core, and my legs be shaky. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Tammy, you can't be working out. Obviously, the only thing you're allowed to do is hang out here, eat candy and soda, and play video games while we open cards. Here we are. I have a bunch of games for a lot of systems. My feet are sore from working 11 hours the past couple days. All right, here we go. You ready? Tammy, when I buy my oceanfront home in San Francisco, are you going to come hang out? I'm just going to liquidate every single Pokemon card. That's my new plan. Every single card I own, it's going up on eBay, auction style. We're going to auction every single card, every single Gold Star, every single Charizard. And then when I have like $1 million or $2 million together, I'm going to buy like a second or third tier home right by the ocean. There we are. Easy. And then I'll just figure it out from there. We'll see what happens from there. Ooh, Miss Mages. He's like, yeah, we'll hang out. Look at that. Oh, man. California is very pretty, man. It's too bad it's so expensive, but I kind of get why it's so expensive is because what's the incentive to lower the... Here's what I understand about California now. It does probably have the most desirable land in America. And as a result of that, nobody wants to lower the taxes at all because you're just going to make it easier for it to become overcrowded, which it probably already is overcrowded. All right, the One Piece. You ready? I live in the Central Valley where it's cheaper out there, but the weather isn't as nice. I was studying weather patterns in California as well. Here's Ace. Ooh, Ace Ventura. So you got the hit out of the box. You did well. You just sniped the hit in 4 packs. And here's a holo. Central Valley is boring. Yeah, but that's where the affordable homes are. You know, that's where all my hombres are, or whatever the word is. All right, Mr. Hathim, with an H, you're going to be right over here. That's not too bad of a round. You got the Ace Snipe, and you got a nice little Miss Magus. Too bad the Miss Magus wasn't a Magikarp. I would say he lived near Monterey. Apparently, Oceanside is still kind of a nice area that's still slightly affordable. Oceanside, San Diego. But yeah, I would get killed in California. I really would, Tammy. I would get killed out there. I would, man, I'd pay so much more taxes. And then the worst part of all is anytime I sold cards to California, I'd have to collect a California sales tax. And it's so high. And it's just, yeah, I'd be poorer for sure. Here's Russ. He says, may I get 3 sneaker bunkos and 2 spots in the Trico break? That's for Mr. Russ. It's a huge financial decision. I don't really know where to move, to be honest. Here's Mr. Russ. There's Nashville. Nashville's pretty cool. There's Florida, too hot. There's North Carolina, South Carolina. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I feel super motivated by South Carolina. Texas is bad. Property taxes are too high. What's the point? It's just roasty toasty and high property taxes. So yeah, we're still looking. We haven't made any choices. Here's the trade break. If California had better like rules or something, I'd definitely consider California. But I don't think they ever would change the rules because it's overcrowded. Because people want to be there. That's it. People want to be in California. So why California doesn't want people in there? California's going, no, we're full already. Go somewhere else. All right, how many people are actually in here? Let's see. Not if you already paid taxes on the product, though. Yeah, so I get that. I get that. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're at 13. All right, 13. I feel like buying a house anywhere is expensive right now. Yeah, the house prices all over the world and America are just outrageous. Did you hear about Trump didn't want to sign that housing bill that stops corporations from buying houses? Very interesting. I think it was because he was saying he didn't like something in the bill, right? He wanted the bill to include lower mortgage rates, I think. All right, so, oh, I can't remember what we counted up to. Was it 13? All right, wait, let me reread this. That's me, sir. That's you. I know it's you. Your boy Russ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're up to 13. There we are. Lower interest rates. I don't know. I feel like that's just going to push house prices up higher, faster. So if you already own homes, that's great. But if you're a first-time house buyer, that's not great. Yeah, if you're a first-time home buyer, you want the house market to just like explode, the bubble to pop. That's great for first-time home buyers. All right. So it's maybe a little bit of a tug-of-war there. The real estate guy didn't want to sign the law that punished real estate businesses. I'm shocked. That was because he wanted the voting bill passed. I don't know, actually. I don't know all the details. I saw like a headline. That was it. He didn't want to sign it, something. Here's a theme, 5 more. Triplet beat. All right, 5 more triplet beat. Where's the triplet beat? All right, oh, nope, that's not it. Here we are. 5 more Ds. My sneakers. Your sneakers. I was so busy making sure the count on the Trico was correct that I didn't grab your sneakers. Let's grab your sneakers. Sorry about that. And 2 sneakers. All right. 1, 2. Sorry about that. Russ, you know, I would never forget your order. All right. He's refusing to sign it until the Senate approves a different bill that's extremely controversial regarding voter suppression. Oh, I did not know that. So he's on about the probably a voting bill that makes sure that there's maybe like stricter rules about who can vote or something, or like stricter rules about voter ID, I bet. Here's, that's interesting. Megumin. Oh, yeah. Ooh. 3, mister. I put 3 in my message. Let me get him one more. All right, I'll get you 2 more, okay? You've been through a lot of emotional stress. I think you deserve 2 more, don't you think? I think so. What do you guys think? All right, 2 more packs. This has been a lot of emotional stress for us, so we got to give him a bonus pack. Snipping. All right. Set that there. All right, so you're going to get the bonus pack. Isn't that nice? Here's 2 more hollows, and here's... Oh, the bonus pack paying dividends. Look at this. It's your lucky day. All right, there we go. Russ is like, yay. Yeah, nobody complains about the bonus pack. Bonus packs are nice. All right, there we have it. Oh, Mr. Russ. Set this here. And let's see. So your bag's probably in the RX box. Any loose Naruto packs? We actually found this, Mr. Pokewing. We found these, one sealed Naruto tin was just discovered. $100 for 4 boosters. It comes with 2 bonus promos. Very nice promos. Here it is, but you got to commit to the whole tin, huh? It could be a gym break as well. We're on a new season of the gym breaks, by the way, guys. Mr. Sergio won the last round. How come my bonus prismatic packs never did that? Shake my head, it's wigged. Yeah. Oh, man. Don't even get me started. All right, back to them. 5 more of the triplet beat. Now, where did I put those triplet beats? Ah, here they are. Did you ever get a hit from prismatic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prismatic is nasty, dude. That's a tough set. There they are. I told stories about how when the set first came out, there were ETB cases where the whole case didn't contain even 1 SIR. Not even 1. The whole case. All right, you ready? The guy who opened the next box got the Umbreon. Oh, my God. Oh! Mr. Athim's having a fantastic day. That's a big hit. All right, we need more triplet beat in the menu, man. This is a good set. This Magikarp, grading 10 would be like $300 or $400. Wow. And you know what? It's not as hard to pull in this set. It's harder to pull it in English because it's sort of like 2 sets mixed together. So the, you know, like the loot table is more diluted. So your odds over here for the Magikarp are much higher. In English, it's 5K. Yeah, I think I own 1 or 2 of them in English. I think if I'm lucky, I own 3. I don't remember how many. Big fan of this card. It's so good looking. It's like one of the best cards. That's the best Scarlet Violet card in my eyes. I know Scarlet Violet had like that Umbreon and all that stuff. I mean, he's cool too. I don't know. I like the Magikarp. I happen to like it a lot. He's my favorite. Shinji Konda's a great. He's a must-have. Let's call him a top 5. Can I get this in here, please? There it goes. All right. Fantastic pull from Mr. Athim. You guys seeing how pretty that is? Wow. Now, we have those Magikarps waiting to be put into breaks. Such a big fan of that. L12. Oh, you're over here. Duh. There's like 36 other ARs in the English. Yeah, exactly. It's like $159 raw, says Mr. Athim. There we go. Yeah, I don't charge anything for raw. You just say the word. All right, there we go. Let's see. Doobie-doobie-doo. I'm going to hit refresh over here. Not a lot of website orders today, it seems. By the way, what time is it? It's 5:20 already. Wow, can you believe it? 5:20. The time just flies. So we have no orders in the queue. The queue is open, and we're pricing up some slabs real fast. Oh, that's already been priced. So we've got this Diglett. He's so cute. And we got this Doug Trio. He's also kind of cute, I guess. Maybe not as much. I'm not going to mess with pricing this too high. We're going to set it at 65. Which might sell pretty fast, actually. And then Doug Trio Rainbow. So the card itself is super rare. This is, basically, this is Wave 4 Rainbow. Just hardly any of this exists out there in the world. I don't know what to price it at. I don't even think there's a point to looking it up because we're not going to find it online. It's just that rare. But let's take a look. PSA, Rainbow, Tops, Doug, Trio. We're definitely not finding this because it's Wave 4. Let's see. Here's a regular rainbow foil. Mr. Long-term investment or hold, do you prefer sealed product or graded cards? Either. One mistake people make is thinking that it's all about the sealed product, and I think that that's wrong. All right, let's see. Yeah, it is incorrect to think that the only way to go about this is sealed product. So I'd like to ask 100 for this. It is Wave 4. W 4. Is that even readable? I feel like that's not readable. That looks like 104. God damn it. Looking for long-term investments. Wowie, my package from Mr. is here already. What? There we go. Let's grab this. Black Label Carp is 5.5. Yeah? Man, that would be pretty nice. Black Label Carp. What a dream. Okay, W4, which stands for Wave 4. Wave 4 Rainbow. Very rare. Okay. Here's Elekid. Look at that Elekid. Ooh. Who pulled the carp? Who pulled the Magikarp? Mr. Hathim pulling Magikarp. Pretty cool. Here's Elekid from the year 2000. Pretty cute. A lot of poker cards back from PSA because obviously I can't grade poker cards with tag. So I was grading a lot with tag and a lot with PSA. And I said, okay, well, we'll send all the poker cards to PSA. We'll send the regular cards to tag. That's how I did it. So we're waiting for those tag returns. We need those tag returns back. Okay, so here's Porygon. He's a 9. Okay. There we go. Here's a Totodile 10. Finally a 10. Love your content. First time in your live. Hey, what's up, Elevate? Where'd you come from? Did you come from Instagram? You are. Okay, let's see. We're curious where people are coming from these days. We're going to say playing, comma, poker. And we're going to say Totodile. Well, this is the Ace of Spades one. $200 with 22 watchers. And then it jumps all the way up to $500. I don't think the $500 one's going to sell, though. All right, so we'll go ahead and just match the one on eBay. 2 honeys. He came from his mother's womb, silly. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Ta-da! How about this Year of the Dragon coin? Isn't that cool? Year of the Dragon. We don't have a silver coin up in the live customs, do we? So, put a tag there. We're going to set this to 90. Okay. Pure silver coin with a perfect grade on it. MS70 is the PSA 10 of silver coins. So this should be, what, 18 spots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there it is. It's 18. And we're going to say MS70 Year Dragon. It's Year of the Dragon. And then it's $90 of silver. Welcome audio. After a lovely lady break, we could do a likable lad break. Likable lad. This, put this here. All right. Oops. Let me set this. Oops. Let me set this back down over there. A likable lad. A husbando break? Aries and Mars. You know, I could pop this into the live customs for 400, couldn't I? Is there even enough for that? I don't think there's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, there's enough. All right. There is enough. Ancient Gods, it's going in. Aries and Mars. MS70. All right. Mr. Dump the Coin goes in the other shuffle. Yeah, but the only problem with that is it doesn't fit. So the other shuffle has a limit of $100. So for this one, it's the Live Custies. Now, if you don't like it, it's going to be a fantastic reroll for you anyways. I'm confident you'll get a Pokemon card. But it is going to be an option, and probably somebody will want it if it gets re-rolled enough times. So if it gets re-rolled enough, somebody's going to be like, you know what? I don't want to re-roll it. I'll keep it. We have that re-roll system. Okay, let's see. I'm down for a likable lad break. I want a likable lad. Scovillain. And what else can we place in there? I didn't know that part, just checking. Yeah, it's such an expensive item, it would never fit into the other shuffles. The other shuffles are only $5 a piece, right? And so that really limits what we can place in there, price-wise. There's a card. Here are some cards. So these are some cards that I probably traded with people. And we're going to stuff them into these Poke Packs so you get a little more than just a common card. That would be a fun reroll. I mean, it's huge, right? And you'd most likely reroll it. Okay. But, you know, somebody out there might see it and be like, why don't we just keep it? Why don't we just keep the coin? It is really a $450 coin. You can go look it up. Go look it up online. The cheapest. So here's the deal with this coin. This one has a perfect grade on it. MS70. It's a first release coin too. It's actually printed by a very popular coin company, NIUE. And it's got a little bit of gold there. It's just an expensive, heavy coin. It's nice and heavy. I don't know if it's 1 ounce or 2 ounces. It might just be 1 ounce. But whatever the case, it's a really lovely coin. And yeah, if you go look up one, you can go buy an ungraded raw copy for $450. So this is probably underpriced, and I'm putting it in there for $400. We're not putting it in there for $450. It's going in for $400. So this is actually pretty much a steal for somebody. Go. There's a real argument for keeping it if you like to collect cool looking things. And you're not scared to have a cool-looking coin instead of a Pokemon. But you can also re-roll it, and at $400, you're definitely pulling something out of the box. All right, so let me shuffle these. I'll spread the hits around a little bit, the little bonus pulls. All right, good luck in there, guys. Some big cards in there, big cards. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know where it is. I want to forget where it's at. You know, I don't want to recognize it. I want it to be invisible to me. All right. That goes up into the Live Custies. All right, cool, man. What else? Okay, so 5 more triplet beat. All right, Mr. Roberts back. He says he'd like me to go ahead and keep his Umbreon, right? He says, any card companies open, PSA Beckett, and did I win the Luffy yet? So here's the Luffy. Oh, I can just keep the Umbreon. Here's the Luffy. So I didn't go looking for your bag at all today. Again, my suspicion is that it actually did get too old and got taken. I might not have even read the name on the bag or thought about it. It would be really nice if I could just see a picture of the Umbreon, because what we're probably going to end up doing is replacing it, right? I doubt that I would have thrown it away, so it's somewhere. So either I got to keep it or it's over here somewhere and it hasn't. I don't think it's over here. I suspect it most likely got taken apart because you mentioned it was like a year old anyways. So that fits into an argument that has probably been disassembled. J Dig in Poke Shuffle. Yes, I'm so kind, mister. So the coins in the $5 shuffles. There's a silver coin in the $5 shuffles and a big coin in the live customs, a really big coin. But yeah, so what we'll probably do is owe you an Umbreon, and I have to go find one now. If we really handed it out at 10, it would be super cool if we could get a picture of it with like the 10 on it. Because that, I don't know, that would be nice to confirm. All right. Let's see. That Cosmo Charmander, it's gradable. You just put in there. Yes, it is. It's a very nice card, the Cosmic Charmander. That's why he went in there. It's a bonus pull. It's to make the live customs not so desolate when you're, when you're getting hosed down by cold packs. So, you get a cold pack, but, oh, okay, it's one of these Charmanders. So it's there to make the live customs just a little nicer. So, let's see. What a OUT Beckett or PSA, by the way. Oh, you're asking what's open, by the way, right? So Beckett is opened. You guys can send in Beckett right now. Beckett regular grading is open. So is CGC. So that's what we're grading with. Beckett and CGC. Those are the two companies, okay? Beckett and CGC. Beckett and Bricklebrackles. Isn't this guy far along? Look at this. He's 8 out of 12. 4 spots left on One Piece. Let's grab this next card. What Marvel packs were in that short? Okay, so Mike Side released a new short today, didn't he? And I think it was featuring a vintage Marvel pack, probably the Impel series. So it's Impel series. Those are on the menu right now. You can open some if you'd like. Farfetched. I'm a fan. Look, he's got a leek. A leek is a big green onion, if you didn't know that. That's what a leek is. It's a green onion, but it's really big. And a lot of people don't cook with leeks anymore. But I've cooked with the leeks a couple times recently, and they're very yummy. They're basically like, what if a green onion was almost like cabbage? That's what it's like. Combination, like the texture of cabbage, but the flavor of a green onion. And you can put them into like soups, which was how I cooked it. I cooked it in a nice big soup. Very yummy. And Farfetched is carrying a leek. I find it very funny because if you were to catch and eat Farfetched, he'd come with his own seasoning. He'd come with his own onion. Are you worried about the tornadoes in Missouri right now? Is there a tornado warning out? God, we get tornado warnings so often. They suck. So, we have an extremely rare Leaf Green Farfetch'd. This is just exceptionally rare. It's from the Leaf Green deck. Looks like it's going to be Population 2. Not a surprise. You're looking at Pop 2 Leaf Green Farfetch'd. Let's flip it around. There it is. What's going on here? This is like Gold Star era. This is the EX era in the TCGs, right? Like this is Team Rocket Returns, same age, 2004. So they didn't print a lot of these. These are even more rare than the other poker cards somehow. This is really rare stuff. So I'm going to go with the price tag of maybe about $350. Okay, we got $350 on him. Extremely rare Leaf Green Farfetch'd. If you're a Farfetch'd fan, you're looking at maybe one of the hardest to obtain Farfetch'd there is. I want to eat Krabby and Gardevoir. What? You can't do that. Can't eat Krabby and Gardevoir. Here's King Bradley. Ooh, King Bradley. King Bradley. They teased a Chinese rocket set. Ooh, like a maybe they'll have an exclusive card in there. That'd be nice. There was that exclusive Sylveon in the new Terra Festival Chinese set, but I saw it, didn't get me excited. Honestly, we can just buy it outright and then host a break or something, but I wasn't excited for it. It just wasn't good enough. It looked pretty simple. It was just like, yep, it's easy. It's Eevee. All right, so King Bradley. All right, PSA 10, King Bradley. Looks like I opened a box of this Union Arena hoping to have something to grade, and it turned into a freaking 9. This. Why would I be opening up Union Arena to have something to grade? Probably because my own group is not opening this set. Okay, he's going to be pretty cheap, actually. So this is the SR Star from that box, and we're probably going to go with just $70. Again, this is the SR Star, meaning that of the whole box, this will be the hit. Union Arena. I'm done buying it. I'm done buying it. It gets stuck forever. It never sells. It's not that it never sells. It just doesn't sell that fast. It does sell. It sells a little bit here and there. All right, we have a Mr. Robert Wright order. Let's see what he's saying. He's saying, pre-grade Captain Pikachu Holo. Weird, but I like that card. Yeah, of course you do. A lot of people do, actually. It's a good card. I mean, he's the captain. He's about to set sails. All right, so the reason people buy our pre-grades is because our pre-grades are so good, I can give you advice on whether to send it to BGS or not for Black Label. We're going to rule out any issues at all. So your card won't get Black Label right away because of a left to right centering issue, slightly thicker on the right side. Let's check the back. Your card may not get a 10 either. Your card will have an issue right here where it's like the card is scraped somehow. I don't know why it's scraped like that, but it is. Probably had something to do with the manufacturing. So they probably have these sliding around on a machine with wheels or something like that, or a conveyor belt. And your card has like a scratch right there. So we'll go ahead and mark that. Oops, we got to fix the camera now. I hate it when the camera does that, dude. That's so annoying. There it goes. All right, so you've got an issue there. And the off-centering would have stopped it back at 10, Black Label. You get a 9 on Captain Pikachu. Now you can try again, try to pull one with no scratches. Do you think that chance is worth grading as well? Well, let me have a sneeze. I got a sneeze. Oh, holy. Let's see. Oh, man, I got to sneeze again. Woo. All right. So sneezy in this room. I'd be looking into this Houndoom. He's real good. Yeah, Chansey's cute. Okay, you got a lot of hollows in here. Chansey's cute. Does Chansey have the same issue? Now look, Chansey doesn't have those scratches. See that? So those scratches were distinct to the Pikachu. This tells you that you might get a 10 if you pulled the Pikachu a different time. But if we look up here, we can see Chansey has an issue right here. I don't know, how close can I get this to the camera? There it is, see that? So you have a surface flaw. So this Chansey is out. No chance at a 10. We'll say X on the Chansey. Don't bother. Surface flaw. Hopefully the Houndoom's got a chance. Top to bottom will fail Black Label. This one's a lot nicer. He might... Oh, no, he's got the scratches. Hold on. They're very subtle on this particular card. Again, this makes me think their machine has an issue going on where the machine is just too harsh on the cards. By the way, that corner doesn't look too good, does it? You know, the scratches are very subtle. I have to zoom to be able to show you. Is that zoom working? Wow, it's so like fuzzy. That zoom's terrible. You can't see it very well with the camera, but there's just horizontal scratches right there. Okay, so the camera's not showing it off very well. This stupid camera. All right. So there you have it. It's a subtle 9. Would I grade this? Yeah, I would. I would send this one in to test it because I'd want to know if it happens to pass. So, you know, it's probably going to be a 9, but hey, maybe it sneaks by and it gets a 10. You never know. So that's why you say 9.5 plus. So there you have it. Clear issue with the Chansey Very subtle scratches on the side on the Houndoom. Slightly thicker on the top than the bottom, but that probably wouldn't fail a 10, but it will fail a black label. All right. How does that sound, Mr. Robert? Being able to pre-grade your cards is super valuable, especially if you have a sharp eye for it. All right. So, let's see. I'm going to hit refresh. No chance at a 10. My God, dude. We have no orders in the queue. Despite that, today's sales were very good. We got that big payment from Slab-away. It was a $3,000 payment. Here's Ekans. Ooh, hiss. All these turned into 9s. Why do you think this one got a 9, huh? This is an actual vintage card, so we should actually look at it for a second. So they gave this guy a 9. I probably did look at this. That's so ridiculous, man. The card looks so clean. What did they find, dude? They must have found something. The card looks so dang clean. They just said, nah, it's a 9. Good thing they don't have a picture of it to show me why it got a 9. That's too much trouble, right? That's why people are choosing Tag. Tag's great, man. Tag 10 sell, by the way, guys. So it's got to be something like they didn't like the top edge or something. I just can't find a reason for this to be a 9. So for this card, what you notice is that the top corners, like here and the bottom corner here, it's almost like the edge is sort of like, I don't know, it's like not perfectly flat, but that's just how these cards are. That's just the nature of them. Ah, man, you can't see it. Hold on, let me turn this off. All right, let's see. Will this work? No? Jesus Christ, why is it so hard to get the zoom to work on this camera? All right, so there we have it. It's got to be that thing. But that's not actually like, I don't know what to describe that as. It's like a vintage lip. It's like a very old lip from a long time ago. I would call it a vintage lip. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. Kind of pisses me off, bro. I can bring it really close now. I don't understand that. It's got to be that. I don't know, man. I feel like the card just looks like that because that's how it is. It doesn't feel like it's damaged. It's like lifted there, and that's what causes that ripple in the lighting. Vintage lip, that's what my grandma has. Ah, I'm pissed. Horrible day, they're downgrading me from an office to a cubicle. Are they really? That sucks, man. Write them back and say it's a 1-of-1 vintage lip error. So vintage lip is not like a modern lip. A modern lip, you can tell it's usually on the back of the card, and it's like lifted like a cuff. And on the vintage cards, you have this weird, almost like glossy edge on the Japanese cards. They're like glossy, and it'd be like almost like a hill or a frumpled thing, you know. And all the paint is good. The paint is all there, but the card's just not perfectly flat. So the paint is all there, but the card looks slightly lifted. Is that really worth turning it into a 9? I feel like it's just the way most vintage cards are. Like, what are they trying to grade for these days? Black label? It feels like PSA is trying to grade black label. That's what it feels like. It's very annoying. I could crack it and regrade it, but it's not a particularly expensive card. So it's like, I already spent a lot of money and waited a long time for it to come back. Oh, it's just driving me nuts, dude. man. So this is what I'm talking about. PSA is so tough. And so now if we spun Cardconomist grading up again, we will hand out even fewer 10s. It will be even tougher to get a 10. Let me type in Japanese on this. Oh, what the hell? The app's not working. It will be even harder to get a 10 now. Just outrageously difficult. All right, so the Japanese 9 fossil Ekans cost more than the English one, 48. I'm just gonna say 50, make it easy. Here it is. All right, or round it up. My soul's leaving my body when I see these grades. What do we got going on here? Oh wow, this one doesn't even have. It doesn't even have those typical clips or whatever you call them. Indentations. Usually these cards fail for having an indentation. Let's take a look at the queue, see if there's anything coming in. We have a Mr. Eric Rodriguez order. He says 6 of the Japanese Gundams. Oh, yeah. You know, we could actually stock the latest Gundam sets. Do you guys think we should do that? I don't stock them because I felt like this Gundam set, it sort of sold for a little while. It wasn't terrible. Like, it actually performed all right. I think it's performed better than some other things I've had. It definitely performed better than Union Arena. Whoa! 6 of them? Well, guess what? There were only 5 packs left. Wait a second. I think I know where I can get one more. Give me a second. No? A second here. Nope, not one in here. So there were only 5 packs left. So you have $5 left over. And that's the end of Gundam. It's being removed from the menu and the website. Cool. All right, but you know, I never hear people requesting the Gundam set. They never say, hey, when are you buying that new Gundam set? I never hear that. So as a result of that, this Gundam set won't be replenished. Let's head over to the menu. Can I just search for Gundam? There it is, Gundam. All right. That was a lot of fun. We sold, I think, like 3 cases of it. So, yeah, like I said, it didn't do really bad, but it just kind of petered out at some point, and I didn't feel the buzz or the excitement. I didn't hear Gundam news. I didn't hear people saying, hey, where's Gundam, you know, set number 3, Gundam set number 4. You didn't hear anything like that. Gundman? I spell it wrong. Oops. Gundam. Excuse me. All right, there's a proper cough. You know, when I have a proper cough, I don't need to cough afterwards for a while. These little coughs, they don't settle the business. They don't get it done. I gotta have a real cough. Gundam's done. There it is. All right. Gundam's out. So cool. So cool when a set leaves the menu. All right. So let's see. Write them back. Say it's 1 of 1. Front side lip says, if you don't mind me asking. Oh, I mind. I'm already extremely angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Okay, ready? One. Two. And a 3. If Pokemon doesn't profit off the secondary market, but you're reselling their profit for no? That's right, no. I agree. Or something. Place this over here. Imagine Pokemon could make money off the secondhand market. Wouldn't that be crazy? All right, Eric, you're owed $5. I never heard you angry. Oh, I'm angry. Dude, I'm angry like most of the time, actually. I don't know if you've ever not heard me angry. I think there's a certain level of anger in me that's just always there. And it gets expressed as like comedy or sarcasm or something like that. I don't think I'm ever not angry. Maybe angry is not the right word, but it's like passion. You know what I mean? It's like passion. Like, it's like an intensity, focus, You know, it's an intensity. There you go, Mr. Eric Rodriguez. Ooh, I don't like punch walls either. You know, I never punch walls or like hit people or do something crazy. So it's not like I think some guys go nuts. They get like really angry. But for me, there's like a fire burning in me all the time. Full rage. And it makes me want to get up and do stuff. So I have that like every single day. The moment I wake up, I have that. I wake up thinking about all the work. That's what I actually do. I wake up. It's not a peaceful sleep. I'm not sleeping. I'm not counting sheep. There's no gummy bears or Care Bears in my sleep. There's no looking at the clouds go by. There's just a pure intensity. This needs to be done. 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 I want to do this. I want to do that. Why haven't we done this? Why we are? So it's like this intensity. Like, why haven't we figured out where to move? Why haven't we gotten our finances together? Why haven't we done this? The house is too dirty. It needs to be clean. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like this really loud list of things. And it's so not pleasant. It's not happy. It's not relaxed. It's not like I'm having a good time. It's just, I don't know how I describe it. It's like an intensity. It's like you're in a perpetual video game and you're really trying to play the game really well. You know, it's like, why haven't you lost weight? Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? It's like a laser focus almost. Here it is. How much Menazoo Cryptid Nation do you have? Ooh, that's a good question. Is that the Kickstarter set, but without the first edition? Ooh, look at this. You sound a little messed up. Maybe I am. I don't know. You ever wonder why some people live unusual lives? Maybe they got a crazy head or something. We are just whatever's going on in our heads. You know, some people spin off and do drugs all day. What the hell was wrong with that guy? Some guy spins off and becomes a drug addict. Well, something was going on in his head. What about the guy who shoots up a school? Somebody was doing that. Well, I like to work a lot. So that's, you know, something's going on in my head that makes me work a lot. Here we are. That's a hit. It looks really nice. It's the first edition, but not the Kickstarter. Ooh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. I can go look that up for you. It would just take me a second because I think I keep that in the receiving area. Ooh, there's an intensity. And it could turn into anger very quickly. Here it is. And so I would describe myself as angry most of the time, but it's not like an evil anger. It's not like a revengeful anger. It's like, how do I describe it? It's like a strictness almost. It's like extreme strictness. He goes, Eric Rodriguez, like things have to go the way they're supposed to go. And if they don't, I'm just going to lose my mind a little bit. Here's Eric Rodriguez. Okay. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm a great person to be in a relationship with. It's very fun. Keeping it pent inside where it can fester as a mental illness. I don't know if it's a mental illness, but, you know, it's weird because I don't do all of this to have a good time. Like, I don't do this to sort of like there's no dream at the end of it of like drinking pina coladas on the beach. There's no dream like that. I know I'm supposed to head toward that. That's what like the internet and the TV and all these other things say to do. But there's no, like, that's not the driving factor behind it all. You want to know what the driving factor behind, you know, working 7 days a week for 7 years is? It's like pure unfiltered rage. That will make you work 7 days a week. If you can tap into like a feeling of like pure burning fire, you can just work forever. There's no need to take a break. There's no need for anything. But that's the feeling. And I've had people ask me that before. Yeah, hey, how do you do all this? It's like, well, I don't know. I have no interest in relaxing. I don't want to drink pina coladas on the beach. Why do you think I don't go to the beach? You think it's because I can't afford it? I actually kind of like what I'm doing. But I just wake up that way. I don't really choose to be that way. So that's just the way it is, you know. It's like a personality, I think. Rain State says, overpriced slabs. Perhaps. Depends on which one you're talking about. I think we have really good price slabs. And those tend to get picked the first right away. And then if anything's too overpriced, we have to like lower it over time. But we kind of test it out first. Let's see. I guess that's why you become successful. Yeah, like this is my second YouTube channel to get over 100,000 subscribers. And it's not like, I think I used to think of people who had like a level of success, like these happy people who are like loving life. And I'm over here. I finished my computer science degree. I got a database job. I got a YouTube channel to explode. I got a second one to do well. I became a millionaire. And I feel like I'm just in this loop where I just want to tear a napkin to pieces or something like that. So I don't actually feel like, I don't know if I even know if I know what feeling relaxed feels like. So I just don't relax, and I just kind of go like a choo-choo train all day long. So like when I'm off the stream, I might like play video games and have dinner, but that's more like you have to rest to get back to work, kind of. It's not sort of like my brain is out of sort of like, you know, the flight, you know what I mean? Like we're flying right now. It's just, I got to have my Canada Dry and cup full of peanuts before we get back to work, you know what I mean? So we're still on the we're still on the airplane. Darth Maul survived the fall thanks to pure hatred. You're so funny, dude. Is that the story for Darth Maul? But yeah, you know, it's like, why will somebody keep playing the same video game for like 6,000 hours? Why will they keep doing that? Especially if they've got money. It's not because they have to. They're just in the game, you know. So it's a thing I'm thinking about. I wonder about it. He was so angry he couldn't die. Mike Side's like the Sith. Yeah, anger is bad and Buddhism is good. Is that the story of is that the story of Star Wars? All right. So, was I distracted? I think Hathim asked me a question. He wanted me to find out how much of the non-Kickstarter cryptid stuff I got. I'm going to go find out. Okay, give me a second. Oh, yeah. So I've got 2 sealed boxes of the Kickstarter and a first edition MetaZoo Cryptid Nation non-Kickstarter. So we have a whole box of this. Here we are. Oh. I'm probably mentally ill like my mom. She was probably crazy. I'm probably crazy. Maybe I'm only half as crazy though, right? Because I get half of dad. Rodolfo says, how old are you? I'm 37 now. These spikes on my head hurt so bad because I became a Sith Lord. Raging as he leaves. Then he went insane for a while, but he got spider legs. Who? Darth Maul? So check it out. We got a whole sealed box of it. Ooh. That would be pretty interesting if we ever did like a whole... What if we hosted a break on this? A MetaZoo box break? That's a very interesting idea. Let's see. What do we sell these for? MetaZoo. Meta. Okay, here we are. So Cryptid Nation is $6 a pack. That's not very much. Let's see what the boxes sell for. I haven't looked into some prices in a while. Cryptid Nation MetaZoo booster box. So that's second edition. Here's the first edition. So that's right. Oh, this isn't very expensive at all. So this is pretty cheap. All right, so let's see. We're going to turn this into a break right now, okay? This is going to become our next booster box break. We've been doing like weird booster box breaks on like products like, I don't know, like cardboards and just weird stuff, right? So this is going to become our next one. One whole box of MetaZoo first edition. And it's going to be $40. 1 in 3. So it's a 1 in 3. Ooh, that means it could be a gym break, actually. That could be a gym break. But it would be a $40 buy-in. I don't know. Maybe we'll just run it like a regular break. So there it is. You can get the whole box right now for $120. And we'll open it right in front of you. Is that right? Am I looking at this right? Let me make sure it's the right box. Yeah, it's the right box. All right. If you don't enjoy life and relax, it'll pass you by when your heart attack hits. You know, you're so right. See, that's the thing. I hear people say that all the time. I think about that all the time. And then I go, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to sit around on the beach? Do I want to go walk on the beach? You know, I tried taking Sundays off. Remember that? My doctor was like, you need to work less. You need to take, she said, not only do I need to take Sunday off, she said I need to take Saturday and Sunday off. I was like, okay. You know, it's almost like, that's not going to happen. You know, I know right away it's not going to happen. But I took Sundays off for a while, right? And what did we do? We just didn't have a stream. And then what did I do on Sundays? I just played like video games. I didn't do anything like I cared about. And, you know, I don't even think that's healthy. But I'm not going to like go walking. I guess I could go walking in the middle of the night. But let's say I go walking during that time period, 2 a.m. to like 5 a.m. Well, I've just traded out one kind of work for a different kind of work. And perhaps it's a healthier kind of work, like the workout, you know what I mean? 3 a.m. walk, but it just felt so uninteresting. I'm so bored, dude. I die of boredom so fast. So I get bored so freaking fast. For me, you know, like talking and thinking and working all at the same time, it's this perfect combo. Feels great. It distracts me, and it just satisfies something, you know, like an itch. Same with video games. So I love video games that are really tricky. And then when I'm just totally in the zone, everything melts away and you're just in the game. Wonderful feeling. Mistress, the Metazoo Kickstarter also Cryptid Nation, or is it the base set? It should be the... you're confusing me. I actually don't know that much about Metazoo. You want me to go grab them? I can go grab them. Give me a second. That's a good question. So Metazoo Kickstarter has been selling very well for a long time. I wouldn't say really, really well. Like, it doesn't make me rich. It's just a consistent seller. So here it is. Cryptid Nation. Now, I don't know what that means. I'm not a, like, I don't understand Metazoo super well. Well, let me take a look into this too, okay? So we're going to say Metazoo first. Kickstarter box. These are for sale too, okay? We're going to take a look into their prices right now. Make sure that we're kept up with it. Is Poker Dragon Eye still available? I think that one's been put into Slab-away. So I think that one's gone. All right, so from the appearances of it, Cryptid Nation Metazoo Kickstarter has probably gone up in price from the looks of it. Let me take a look into what I paid for these. This is a fun subject. We never work on Metazoo. Metazoo is so funny because it like crashed after it got like mega hyped. Yeah, the price is actually higher than what I paid for it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the price has gone up on these. As weird as it is, it appears to be a dead product, but somebody's buying it. Weird. So let me do a calculation on the pack price. I don't know how I decided the price back then. It says it should be 42.5. What are we doing? Metazoo. Let's see. We're doing... Is it in the extended menu? It probably is. We're asking for 40. That's about right. 40 is about right for the first edition Kickstarter. And let's see. So that's the Kickstarter. And I suppose it's probably going to be the same in the website. Rudy hyped it. Yeah, he hyped it up. It reached some like unbelievable price. It wasn't just him. It was Gary King Pokemon too. But it has a very recognizable name now. Like, it's like Beanie Babies almost. Even if it doesn't do well, you're going to remember Beanie Babies. And so Metazoo's kind of in that same category, so it's very fun to see it sell. And it might not ever go anywhere. Like, maybe it will always just be around. You know, like, you can have some Metazoo if you want some Metazoo, you know? He even had his own promo with them. The Metazoo collectors will spend tons just to keep it alive. Well, that's how it works. I mean, once upon a time, they made Magic the Gathering, and now it's still around. So, I don't know. Who knows what happens to it next? It could be in a time period where it's very, very, very cheap right now. And maybe in 5-10 years, the kids who opened it when they were younger, they're older, and they're like, yeah, I'll buy back some Metazoo. So you never know. I think it has a better shot than Beanie Babies, though. You know why? PSA doesn't grade Beanie Babies, but they're going to grade Metazoo. So that's one of the main reasons why Metazoo is still, you know, it's fun to look at. And I'm not a Metazoo investor, obviously. But we've sold a lot of Medizu. If you pay attention, we've sold a lot of it. Like, let me tell you what I haven't sold in a long ass time. I have not sold Final Fantasy Opus 1 base set. But you know what I have sold? I've sold Medizu Kickstarter. So it's weird. It sometimes does surprisingly well. I sold out of the Medizu, the new brand that the Medizu brand is sold to a new company and they've been printing out new boxes. And I sold out of those. So it's weird. And then you got like Hello Kitty Medizu. That sells every now and then too. In my opinion, that for a card set to be popular and stand the test of time, it needs to have a good playable scene, which Medizu does not have. Yeah. Again, I think it's like I think it's sort of like a Beanie Babies set right now. It hit a really high price, then it was abandoned, and now it's like everybody knows its names, right? So, and the kids who actually opened it and loved it, they're not adults yet, but they're getting older. So you might see it still do something. We don't know. All right, so Mr. Hathim says he'll jump into a Magic the Gathering Spooderman. You got it, man. Let's go get that Spooderman. Oh, this should go over here. Put this here. All right. Spooderman. It's a niche set that keeps the brand making money. Okay, good luck, man. Thanks, Mr. Thim. All right. How about a giveaway today, guys? You guys want a giveaway for hanging out? Twisted Spider Clone. Spider Girl. Wait, she's got boobs. Here's Flying Octobot. Wall Crawl. Spider-Man Noir. Oh, yeah. There we go. Here's Island. The Spot. Oscorp. Sensational Spider-Man. Whoa, he's so sensational. There it is. Here's Master Weaver Web Protector. Oh. I loved collecting Beanie Babies when I was younger. My grandma gets it for me every Christmas when I was younger. Yeah, we really enjoyed it too. When I was a kid, we got them for free from the library. The library had like a reading program, and if you read a lot of books and filled out like a reading the book chart thing and turned the chart in, they would give you a free Beanie Baby. So we all got Beanie Babies that way, and it was like super, super, super fun. It was so enjoyable. It is, because you're like, okay, I got this one, my sibling got that one, you know what I mean? So we were like collecting them pretty fast. And then something just changed, you know, something changed where no one cared about them anymore. But, you know, that kind of happened with Pokemon too, didn't it? You know, like after Neo Destiny, people didn't care about it as much anymore. It was, the fad was over. Here we are. The difference is Beanie Baby never came back. Pokemon did. Pokemon came back over and over again with the release of its new games. Then you had Pokemon Go, absolutely exploded. And now you got the Pokemon cards selling for just unbelievable prices. And every time Pokemon releases a game, it gets like record sales. So you don't see a Beanie Baby video game, do you? So Beanie Baby's not doing it. Here we are. This baggie says hits. Not anymore. We're just going to put anything we want in here. All right. I wish I never took the tags off. Why haven't you hosted Italian brain rot cards yet? They got Italian brain rot cards? What are you talking about? All right. That'd be a fun set. Brain rot set. There we go. Mr. Hathim, it's 6:10. All right, I think that's the wrap it up time. So, where's our little giveaway card? We're going to say Hathim. Let's find out who's going in here. We're going to hit next. Next. TCC is the keyword. Type in TCC right now to have a chance at this card. Tomorrow is Friday. We're probably going to get the PSA delivery tomorrow. That's my suspicion. And then tonight will just be a regular night. There's no new sets as far as I can tell. We just got a lot of breaks. And the One Piece break is heading toward the end. You can feel it. People get paid sometimes on Thursday nights at 12 a.m. So this guy has 4 spots left, and he's about out of here. The cool part is we have another one. We could host this twice if we wish. Although I don't know if everyone wants to lose another $40 and be burned out of $80. So we'll have to see. That's what the breaks do. They burn you out of a lot of money. What do we got? We got a Mr. Kevin. Kevin. J-Dog. Tammy. Miss Tam Tam. Ian DNV. Jacob Chickering. Number 12. Your boy Russ. Russ is here. What's up? Thanks, Russ. All right, there we have it. Mr. Russ. All right, wonderful. I'm all done for the daytime stream. I'll be back on for the nighttime stream and ready to be angry again. I'm just kidding. I'm very passionate about what we do. So I'll see you guys tonight, and I'll be very passionate. See you later, guys.